welcome back. We're here at PAX South. I'm here with Ricky from Holopons.
Hello.
So, and we're here to check out Loot Rascals. So, I've been looking. It's really colorful, and I haven't gotten to play it, but I'm going to play it right after this. So, I want to know what was your inspiration for Loot Rascals? From what I see, it's really cool.
Yeah, so Loot Rascals, it's a procedurally generated roguelike, but it's set in a very silly space world. There's an artist called Dave Ferguson who makes really kind of strange, silly animated shorts, and I loved his work and I wanted to make a game with him. I was also getting super into card and board games and wanted to make a game that, like use some of those mechanics. So yeah, Loot Rascals it's like turn-based, but it doesn't really feel turn-based because you can run around freely. It's full of really strange, silly alien characters that you kill.
Yeah, and I know we're looking at it, I was talking, and it has a very tabletop game kind of feel to it, like a board card game kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little more about that?
Yeah, so the world is made of hexagons, and when you move to the next hexagon, the world updates, so it's turn-based, and it's procedurally generated. So it's kind of like a board of little cardboard hexagons that slowly gets laid out on the table in front of you. And then when you kill the baddies, you get cards, and the cards are how you build your character. So they're like basic attack and defense cards, and you lay them out in a 5x2 grid, but they also modify each other, so where you position them is important. Then you start getting special ones that give you abilities, more powerful abilities, and you've got to choose how to lay those ones out, which ones to keep. You also need to heal because it's a roguelike and it's quite brutal, and you're going to die a lot. And as your health gets low, you need to use the healing machine, but the currency for the healing machine is cards. So you need to sacrifice cards in order to heal as well. So everything is centered around this grid of cards that everything happens, gives you all the abilities.
Very nice, very nice. So I mean, it looks really colorful and looks like a lot of fun. Who is it geared towards?
We've seen quite little kids playing it and really tuning into it and doing a great job. I always I don't really think in those terms when I make video games.
Right.
I kind of make things that I'm into, and I try to make things that are approachable, that are suitable for, quite small kids, but also grown-ups as well. I don't really go, we're laser targeting this one particular group of people. Yeah.
That's very nice. So what, when you go through the game, what kind of do you have big monsters that you have to attack?
The enemies, there's a whole load of enemies in the game. They start off being very basic, there's a day-night cycle, and you need to, the first most simple thing is there's 5 turns of day, 5 turns of night. Some enemies you need to attack them at day first, some enemies you need to attack them first at night, because you need to get the first hit on them, really, to start a long-term chance of surviving. And so at the start of the game, it's just okay, I need to fight that enemy first, and then in 2 turns time it's going to be day, and I'll fight that one, and then I'll fight that one, and you're sort of doing this dance to chain enemies together in a good order. But as the game goes on, more enemies get introduced that confound that, who do special things, there's a wizard that makes it always be night in a particular radius around him. Or there are monsters who become much tougher every other time they move. So there's a character called the Horse Brothers, who's like a seahorse and a horse intertwined.
Oh, nice!
And every time they move, it switches from being seahorse to horse. And if you fight it when it's a horse, it's really tough. Whereas seahorse, you can really easily beat it. And so, just gradually the way the enemies move around adds more and more richness to the decisions you make turn by turn. And so earlier on in the game, or when you're more comfortable with a particular group of enemies, you might be able to just run quite freely because it's analog stick unit, run around.
Right.
You can just run and fight a lot of enemies quite quickly, but there'll definitely be times in this game where you need to stop and really plan the next 3 or 4 moves really, really carefully.
Very good. So what platform is this for?
It's PC and PS4, simultaneous release on March 7th.
Very nice, very nice. Well, thanks for talking to me. I really appreciate it, Ricky. And I'm definitely checking this. I'm going to check this out right after this, and you're going to see that. Yeah, I'm really digging what I see so far. I can't wait to play.
Thanks very much.
So thanks for checking this out again. I'm Vince. This is Ricky. Geek out, SA.
Cheers, Vince.